What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another timeless Fortune Chronicles with me, your girl Tatiana Tyrol. It is a timeless Fortune Chronicles, but I have to say, blessed Friday the 13th, blessed Valentine's Day. It is pouring outside right now. You're going to hear some thunderstorms. You know, the aura is aura-ring. So this is good to have as an ambiance in the background. Nevertheless, if you are new to my page and my channel, welcome. I am Tatiana. I am an initiated priestess of an African spiritual tradition, Ifa Orisha. I'm a spiritualist and a spiritista. I do subtle energy work. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. And my aim is to help women of the diaspora implement personal development and spiritual wellness tools to elevate and up-level their lives so that they can thrive and break intergenerational curses. So if that sounds like you, child, give me a like and a subscribe because there's so much more in store coming for this year. But Fortune Chronicles is my love letter to you guys. It's timeless, meaning that if you catch this, there is a message for you regardless of what video you catch and when you catch it, all right? How I operate is I subdivide all the astrological signs into their prospective elemental signs. So that being said, if you are an Aries, if you're a Leo, if you're a Sagittarius, you want to pay attention to the fire signs. If you are a Virgo, if you're a Taurus, if you're a Capricorn, you want to pay attention to the earth signs, so on and so forth. There is no rhyme or reason as to how to go about watching this. So I would always suggest that you watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs or whatever. Watch them all because there's all wisdom in everyone's signs, right? So in essence, it would be great for you guys to watch them all, but do what you will. So y'all, I said I would be back. Normally I throw these videos on a Sunday or a Monday. It is officially a Friday, and you know, we do what we do when we can do it. So let's just jump in. Oh, actually, psych, for this weekend, starting Friday the 13th all the way to Monday something. Monday the 16th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Possess Your Spirit online membership, my online portal for all things personal development and spiritual wellness, irregardless of what level you're on, will be discounted $10 off the current price. So right now it's $55 a month. You can go get it at its original price at $45 a month. No code needed. Child, go ahead, get yourself a subscription and catch up with all of the evergreen master classes, tutorials, live classes that we have there, live meditations, Akashic record tutorials, light language classes, ancestral veneration classes, portals of pleasure is on there. So much is on there. Okay. So if you're a person that's like, yes, I want to expand my container to have more pleasure, embody more sensuality, have more financial wealth, develop my psychic gifts, my intuitive gifts, be able to channel better, be able to connect with my ancestors better. That is what Possess Your Spirit is. You know, a close friend of mine has always called it the Black Hogwarts portal. And every month we have new teachings and offerings in the portals. I teach live classes every month, but also there are years of classes and master classes and tutorials there and pre-recorded live classes there that you can catch up on while I am hosting this self-love sale. Okay, no code needed. It's already discounted. You can get it at its previous rate last year. Again, the rate has gone up for this year, but from now until Monday the 16th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the price will be at $45 a month. And then after that, it'll go back to its $55 a month. So run, don't walk. All right, and go grab yourself the membership or go buy it for your boo or your loved one. I love when men purchase my products to gift to their wives or girlfriends as like a gift. It's so touching. It's so loving. And so if you're a dude watching and you've got someone in mind, I implore you to bless them up, right? So that being said, let's just segue into the general reading. Love you guys so deep. Your comments for the last video was so juicy, so affirming, so loving, and so funny. Because I did have a spatula. Because if you know me, I've been talking on this thing since 1942. And I usually do it like this, né? But there was a lot of lipstick stains on it. And I'm not trying to get any more lipstick stains. I'm also not trying to be that intimate to the mic like this. So I'll use a spatula. I can't find a spatula right now. I don't know where the spatula went. Right now we're using a spoon used in South Africa to make pop. So if you're wondering what the fuck am I doing, that's what I'm doing. But child, we gotta move on. We gotta go places. Okay, so I had to use this. Nevertheless, let's get into the general reading for y'all. And oh, you know what? The general reading just came out for y'all because I pulled out my deck and these two cards just jumped out. So let me tell you what that is. So the first card that just jumped out is the Nine of Cups. It is the Nine of Cups. It does not behoove me that it is the weekend of Valentine's Day. I don't know the lore behind Valentine's Day. I know one of you geniuses that is watching this video, you're going to fill us in with the background history in the mythology of Saint Valentine. I think it deals with the theme of sacrifice in the name of love. What? And now we celebrate this day of love in honor of this person's sacrifice. I don't know if that's accurate or inaccurate, but I say that to say that the Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment. It is a card of love, but it caters to self-love. It caters to your ability to fill up your cup and expand your energetic container so much to be able to contain all of this pleasure, all of this abundance in all its forms, that you're no longer self-sacrificing. You're not giving from a place of lack. You're not supporting others from a place of lack. You're not even trying to attract things from a place of lack. You're in a space of overflow, in emotional wellness. Okay. This is also coming at a time, this timeless video is coming at a time where we're at the tail end of the year of the snake. Okay, the Chinese astrological New Year is going to happen on Tuesday, February the 17th, which is just a few days from now. So we're really at kind of like the crux of us sitting with ourselves and also externally analyzing what's going on in other areas of our lives. How are our relationships reflecting our true desires and our boundaries, what we will and will not accept? How am I treating myself? Do I truly believe that more is possible for me? Do I truly believe that I am a priority and that the universe prioritizes me and provides for me? Or is there still a code, an energetic signature inside of me that signals lack and scarcity, that signals that I need to chase something instead of being chased? I'm not talking about romantically. I'm talking about really moving in a way where you are navigating through lack. Therefore, you are afraid that your desires also don't want you. So you must go out to in a space, from a space in a place of desperation. You must go out to attain these things rather than moving very organically being very seated in who you are, in the root of who you are, knowing that you are abundant infinitely, and allowing the rhythm of the universe to organize itself around what you decide you get to have and who you decide you get to be, rather than you chasing and going out to hunt for things. You are now being chosen, and you are now being manifested, and you are now being hunted. So in what areas of your life are you doing the antithesis of that? Are you doing the hunting? Are you doing the scarcity dance? Are you doing the struggle dance? Is it in your relationships, platonic, romantic? Is it in the relationship you have with yourself? Is it in your finances? Is it in your work? Is it in your creativity? Are you not resting? Are you not trusting the process? Are you not listening to your intuition? Because ultimately, the Nine of Cups, this is a water card. Cups deal with water. It deals with sensuality. It deals with the emotional realms. It deals with the subconscious, the psychic realms, the unseen worlds. And this character is confident and competent in navigating these unseen realms. First and foremost, that unseen realm being themselves. This is an excellent time to sit in whatever way that means for you, but sit with what is lingering at the bottom of your pond. It's very Olokun energy. Olokun is an Orisha, an androgynous Orisha, or rather a kind of like a primordial spirit of nature that lies in the depths, the deepest depths of the ocean, where the ocean floor lies, where no human has ever been able to navigate. That can also be synonymous with the subconscious, could be synonymous with the void of creation, with deep, deep, deep wealth. So what lies in the pits of your subconscious when you are still enough to listen and hear and detect what is swimming around? I think that's going to provide you with a lot of wisdom and information as to what your next steps are in the finalization of this year of the snake, transitioning into the year of the fire horse. It will let you know what you must hold space for, what you must let go of, and when you have the green light, what you can move forward towards. Let me just guide you on a brief meditation in your womb. Okay, for those that do not identify with the womb, your pelvis area. Okay, I want you to take a couple of deep breaths, close your eyes, bring your awareness back into your body, and allow your breath to be as organic and as natural flowing as possible, but deepen that. Allow yourself to soften up and to feel safer in your body. And your consciousness, which typically lies in the logical, in the head space, let's now bring this down to the throat. Sensing how your throat feels. With every breath, feeling that breath go down your throat and blessing this area. Bringing our awareness even further down to the center of our heart. Tracing that breath of life into our heart space, into our chest. Blessing this as well. And going further down now to our sacral, our stomach. And just sensing the energy there without criticism or judgment. Breathing into this space, not holding in your belly, but allowing soft breaths to expand and contract. Relaxing, releasing, flowing, and softening up. And like an elevator, again, dropping down in consciousness into the center of your pelvis or your womb. You can place a hand there or your hands there. And this is what I'm referring to when I say, hold space for yourself and drop in and check into the depths of your depths, your subconscious, the void, the axis of creation. And I've led us into a meditation like this before, but let's just do it again where we're actively communicating with our womb. So just quickly say hi. Hello, womb. How are you doing, girl? And hold space for what your womb wants to say. Mine is saying, hello, my love. I'm so happy to reconnect with you. I feel relaxed. I feel expansive. Great. I love this. I'm happy to connect with you too. Now you can ask for any messages. Is there anything that I need to know at this time, womb? Anything you want to share with me? Okay. So my womb is discussing how we are still in the process of shedding. And what we are shedding is some of the cellular memories, belief systems, and choices of my maternal lineage on both my maternal and paternal sides. So choices from my grandmother and my mother. And unlearning and undoing themes of love and receivership in general. And she says these next couple of days are going to be raw, are going to be open and filled with light and miracles. And for me to just stay open and to link to what's interesting, my womb is saying, link her to the heart. And navigate through that connection. So what I am sent. So first of all, thank you, womb. That was not what I was expecting to hear. But it makes a lot of sense in terms of what I have been spiritually receiving from myself and also physically going through. So linking my womb with my heart would look like breathing in from my womb, taking a deep breath and imagining that my womb is inhaling that breath. And exhaling that out. And establishing that rhythmic connection. And now also going Placing my awareness into my heart while my womb is still breathing in and out in correlation with my breath, and allowing my heart now to breathe in and out, in and out, and creating an invisible link here, a thread between the womb and the heart. And the thread, when it comes in my mind, it looks like a golden thread of light. And what this is going to do, it is going to help me lead with my desires and really open up my energetic field so that my field and the world around me know that I am an aligned match for those desires. And then I am open to receiving those desires in the way that is the most deeply pleasurable, easeful, joyful, and magical way. And what I am sensing from my womb is not to jump ahead and guess how this is going to occur, not to place any preconceived notions or expectations, not to bring the past and past experiences into the present, but rather stay open, deeply aware of the present moment, deeply in pleasure of the present moment, and deeply in my desires. So if that calls you, you can invite yourself to do this meditation or rewind this to do that meditation again. We have so much of this work and or of this energetic play and this teaching in Possess Your Spirit membership. Again, it is discounted until the end of Monday the 16th. No code needed. Go ahead and start up them classes, child, if you want to work them boom boom magic and that energy magic. Oh, that was delightful. I just felt like we were invited to be led on that meditation. So I hope that served you well. And again, you can do that every day or right before you go to bed or right before you start your day. It's something that I really led very heavily in 2025. And it's building up. The practice is building up because it was just initially tapping into the womb and tapping into the consciousness of the womb and tapping into the wisdom of the womb and really starting those juices, figuratively and non-figuratively, starting that up and really feeling that pleasure in my body. But now it's building up where she's trying to yoke herself with the heart. So I love that. And I'm excited to see what results those will yield. But yes, that is pretty much the theme of the 9 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, emotional overflow, feeling so grateful, so embodied with wellness that you really can max everything out with pleasure, like a walk. Just taking a simple walk brings you so much pleasure. Just going to the gym, how can we make that pleasurable? From the food that we're cooking, how can we make that into a ritual of pleasure and eroticism? Really, I think at the root of what we're getting is how do we eroticize and romanticize our lives? I think this is going to need to be a class. I think I'm going to make this a class and Possess Your Spirit. I'm going to write some notes now because the downloads are coming. The eroticism of life. How can we make ourselves more erotic to ourselves and to our lives around us? And maybe that will also translate to your partners and to your sex life. But more importantly, it's like, how do I embody the thing that I want the most, the identity that I want the most? How do I make love to myself in every facet of my life, right? And so that, I am just consistently orgasming with more, and all of this is producing more abundance and juice. I have so much life force that I have more than enough to give to other people. I have more than enough to serve my purpose. I have more than enough to help heal, help others, right? And not be depleted. Love that. Also, very water energy. You know me. You know I am initiated to a few water spirits and a few mermaids, child. So the water spirits is always going to come out, and it's very much conducive to that. And really working with the element of water. It does not pass me by that it is raining. It has not rained in quite some time while I'm doing this video. So literally being surrounded by this water energy. I was telling my nanny, this is actually really good for it being Friday the 13th and Valentine's Day, and it's wet outside, and it's very Oshuni energy. It's very sensual. It's very, watery, and water is abundance. Water is wealth. Water is wealth. So this is a great auspicious sign. But yeah, I would say that as a general reading, a lot is coming to you guys. And in order to expand the container to have more, we must now clear what's in our container that's taking up space or is not conducive to having more. So in the next few days, the next few weeks, I would anticipate that you guys have revelations about what no longer is in your container. You're now making concrete decisions like, I don't want this worry anymore, or this belief system no longer aligns with me, or this person, place, thing, action, habit is no longer conducive to my desires. It can no longer be in my container. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to give my energy to that. I'm not going to feed that. I'm not going to put my attention there, right? And so I'm going to expand that. 9 of Cups. So much is coming for you guys. I don't even think you even know. So much is coming. So stay tuned for that. And really just focus on expanding your container to receive, so you don't end up, God forbid, sabotaging anything, right? Limiting yourself or playing small. The other card that also fell out for you guys, general reading, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is the embodiment of emotional wellness, is her prioritizing herself and her needs, but really being anchored in a way where there is a level of emotional maturity. Like there is no reaction. It's a choice and a decision. You are now deciding how you get to invest and spend your energy, consciously, not unconsciously. I would assume that this card is saying a lot of you guys are kind of flipping up the switch consciously. You're knowing that, hey, this thing's get reaction out of me, or I'm no longer reacting the same way as I used to, or psychic energies, intuitive powers are coming online, as I would suspect, as I mentioned last week. And, I'm getting a lot of signs. I'm getting a lot of downloads. I'm getting a lot of dreams. I'm getting a lot of hints. I'm getting a lot of gut instinct, information that I am no longer ignoring. I'm no longer gaslighting myself. I'm going to take into serious consideration and take action on that the first round. The combination of these cards imply a lot of emotional wealth, which also will translate to physical wealth, because when you feel good, you do good, you provide good, you have access to good things. When you feel wealthy, when you feel happy, when you feel joyful, abundance meets you where you're at, because abundance likes that rhythm and that motion. It likes that elevated energy. It likes to be played with. It likes to be flirted with. Abundance finds you sexy. You are the sexiest person for money. Abundance likes eroticism. So I think you're going to find yourself feeling yourself a lot more. You're going to find yourself not taking things so serious, maybe not taking yourself so serious. I would assume that your self-concept is going to change, your identity on how you perceive yourself and your relation to other things, and your emotional relationship and your emotional cords and ties are going to be drastically changing. the ebbs and flows, right? Things are not going to be anchored down and solidified. I think you're still making your decision or a decision on how you feel about things or how you're going to relate to things or how you're going to navigate things. It's going to be a really great time. Maybe listen to some sensual, beautiful music to get you in the mood. Really, look at your wardrobe. Do these things make you feel good? If not, maybe it's time to thrift, donate, exchange, alter the clothing. Find what colors suit you. Find what makeup styles suit you. Hair suits you. Foods you feel and bring you a lot of pleasure. Drinking tons of water, really engaging with water. For me in particular, this week has been a lot of okra water. Okra water in smoothie bowls and now a bit of rosé. Cheers, y'all. Specific fragrances, flowers, maybe take a sweetening spiritual bath. Really, the whole concept is just to love on yourself a little bit more deeply. And I feel like you're going to be very raw. You're going to be it's like touched by a love goddess, touched by Sophia, touched by the water spirits, touched by Aphrodite, Oshun, Venus, all of them folks. So again, all of this is in Possess Your Spirit, but also stay tuned because that class on eroticism, that's got to happen, period. Which is perfect because I've been praying to the spirits. I said, okay, I feel like I want to drop another little something in the Possess Your Spirit portal. I just don't know what I want to teach. I have some ideas, but like it's not juicy enough. And look, they came and they delivered because they always provide. And thank you in advance for that beautiful idea. I'm going to make that happen. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, join the membership. You'll get more information on that class coming up soon. Let's get into water signs. Let's get into water signs, shall we? Okay. Okay. Great Spirit. What is the message for water signs whenever they watch this? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is their energy? Water signs, you guys have the green light. Give me clarity on water signs. What is the message here for them? It's almost this, it's like y'all got the same message. So water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you guys have the Chariot. Speed. This is literally the epitome of the fire horse. You also have the Triumph card, which I bet you is the same as the Chariot. It pretty much is the same theme. You're getting the message and it's really drilling in. Nothing can stop you. I'm all the way up, bitches. Really, listen, y'all. For y'all that are making it in your own way, like you have really just been down in the motherfucking trenches, y'all. This is your year, okay? All of that happened in 2025 and beyond, it was for a reason. You're getting here today to be like, I am immortal. You cannot stop me. I am a child of God. You cannot stop me. You cannot, and this is so ancestrally coded too. It's like, yo, ancestors was like, this whole time, they have been slowly getting into formation. I think a lot of you guys may have been doing elevation work and not just, through the sacrifices of animals or through your boveda or through your ATRs, ADR traditions, whatever, your altars, but through yourself. I think we often get so caught up with our ancestors need these goats and these chickens and this plate and this liquor and this coffee and these prayers, and you really forget that you are in a living embodiment of your ancestors. So it is through your vessel first and foremost, and through your character and through your conduct and your standards, that your ancestors not only get to live through you, but they get to be elevated through you, right? Like they stand on your shoulders. They stand like an army. So by you coming correct, your ancestors have been coming correct. And that's what I'm kind of like seeing them slowly in formation. Like one had to line up here. The other one dragging their feet had to line up here. The other one representing maybe confidence had to line up here. The other one representing self-defense or whatever, line up here. The other one representing your love life, line up here. And they're like now lined up. Okay. They're in formation. And so now, because they're all in agreement, is that a word? Agreement. They're all motherfucking in line. They can work wonders for you much more impactfully than maybe 2 or 3 of them trying to tear down these walls. So I say that to say with the Chariot is this unstoppable surge of energy moving forward. It's a road opener, right? It's a road opener. And again, we're at the crux of the transition of the snake year to the fire horse. And I think you guys are going to really be feeling it. You know what you want. You know what you are available for and what you're not available for. And I think that's the hard work, is knowing what you're available for and what you're not available for. And because you know this shit, now the ancestors know too. And they know what to open and they know what to close. They know how to defend you and they know how to bring things to you. It's all, you are the center of your universe and they're all waiting. You are the commander in charge. I think we often think like it's our ancestors that we need to get the green light from, but in reality, it's you. You have free will. And if you decide to move on with some bullshit, toxic behavior, they're just going to be like, well, we're here. We're trying to give them signs not to do this, but we can't really. That's their course of life to live until they choose to wake up. Right? And so I think you've woken up. I think they're in alignment now. I think they're working in your favor. I think you're working in your favor as a result. And a lot of epic things are going to happen for you. You're going to see fast movement in the attainment of your desires, fast movement in attainment of your goals. Opportunities will be seeking you. This can also be conducive to lots of travel, expected and unexpected. If you guys have been wanting to move, this can happen sooner than you think. If you guys have been called to visit lands or travel, this will, start making them plans now. Start really expanding beyond the container of what you think is possible. You might actually unexpectedly end up moving somewhere that you were like, oh, I'm visiting this place. I wasn't thinking about moving here, but now that I'm in this place visiting, I kind of like the vibe. And now that I'm here, you'll notice like if you're being sent to certain lands or certain travel, like things might be happening there faster than what you didn't expect. Maybe you're making more money there. You're meeting people. It's like, oh, I don't want to go home. And then you just well, what would it look like if I just moved here, right? That can very much happen. So we do see a lot of movement. I also see a lot of physical activity. So it could be that you guys are in the gym, you're exercising more, you're feeling this is really great. Any physical activity, even more sex, all of this, like yoga, all of that stuff, really good because it is helping you clear your vessel, making space for more of what you want, but also giving you that fuel of what's coming. It's like a consistent choo-choo train. Is the Amtrak that knows no limits. That's what y'all is. The Amtrak that do not be crashing because we know them motherfuckers don't know how to drive, honey. But anyway, they be going and going and going and going and going and going and going in an endless tunnel, like to their destination. It's like, okay, we made it to that stop and this stop is Gucci. But now let's go make it to Antarctica or whatever. Let's go make it to China. Let's go to Russia. Let's go to Nigeria. Let's go to Jamaica. Like, we just going, bitches. We going everywhere. Why not? Sky's the limit. Love this for you. Love this for you. And this also gives, like, you know, in espiritismo or spiritism, there's the concept of a head spirit. There's this concept of like this guardian spirit, this, you got a bunch of spirits, you got a bunch of ancestors, but there's like one, there's like the head honcho. And it's almost like giving that you know who this guide is, or that you are an embodiment of this guide, or that this guide is making themselves very obviously clear to make things happen to you. And I think maybe many guides will be stepping up. Tag team, like, thank you. You showed up. You gave them the message. Okay, now it's my turn. Here's this new guide. Here's this ancestor. Here's this spirit, you know? So really pay attention to that if you're really being called to work with new beings, new entities, new ancestors and things like that. I think they're coming through for a reason. They're coming through like, okay, she wants to level up her health. Here's this guide. I'm going to show you how to do that. She wants to level up her finances. Here's this ancestor that used to own many lands. I'm going to show you how to cultivate that money and multiply it or whatever, right? Here's, you want a boo? Okay. Here's this love spirit that you've never worked with, right? So, okay, stay really attentive to that and don't be scared. Let's move into earth signs, yes? Earth, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Earth, sun, moon, rising, Venus. So if you are a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, this is your message at this time. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay, this flew out. Both of them flew out. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You're not playing with your money. And also this could be a partnership, an alliance, an ally. But also you're not playing with your money. You are very organized about your money. The money is coming in such a large amount that you're going to have no choice but to get a mentor or some sort of strategist that helps you with the organization of finances. So earth signs, listen up. You know, it would behoove you to join Possess Your Spirit online membership, as there are a lot of energetic tutorials on expanding your container around money. It would behoove you to join Abundance Alchemy, my 10-week course in March about expanding your container around abundance in all areas of your life. Or it would behoove you to get Energetics of Opulence. I'm going to list this all down here. But the reason why I say that is because I think a lot of you guys have been expanding your container around deservability, about receiving, about working smarter, not harder, about expanding your income, expanding your streams of income. Or you have been really locked in and doing all the things that you said you're going to do. And you have strategy. You have kind of tunnel vision. You have a I'm not sacrificing myself. I'm not being distracted. I'm really going for it. I'm going straight for it. It is mine. Okay. So I really do see that the Queen of Pentacles is about to yield a lot of financial abundance. A lot. And it's going to come in different ways. Like it might even be like property that you did not expect that you can actually invest in. You might decide, I want to get a loan, and it's a cheap loan. Like you get a loan and you use that money to flip a house or something, and then boom. Or you use that to buy investment property. You use that to open up a business, or you decide to open up many businesses, or you decide to do a YouTube and get income from YouTube. You decide to be a brand influencer. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all doing it though. Because the sky's the limit. Because it's like, why not? Why not start an OnlyFans? Why not open up an Airbnb? Why can I not make digital products? Why maybe like my juices is the shit. Maybe I need to go to my local gym and start a little juice bar. But I do know that with the King of Swords coming through, This is not reckless, foolish, whimsical behavior. It's very methodical. It's very logical. It's a plan. It feels like it's already in motion, or it's about to be in motion. Like it's got a business plan. It's got, the website. It's really structured. It's really organized, and it's backed by science. It's going to work. You ain't going to fail. It's going to work. Alternatively, this could be a time where you meet your match. You meet someone with the equivalent of your drive, of your level of mastery, or this person helps you attain a level of mastery in your craft that you didn't know was possible, or helps you think very differently. I mean, this person could be a mentor. You might unexpectedly meet someone who is mentoring you. It could be a friend. It could be a stranger. It could be someone online. It could be someone you buy courses from, a book about. You attend a webinar, a seminar, an event. It could be a lover, But I do feel like this person is a life-changing individual and they hold a lot of wisdom and truth that, you didn't consider. It's just perspectives that are it's giving kind of Aquarius, which is really interesting. It's an air sign, but it's like a very avant-garde, different approach, very niche, very much tailored to what you needed to hear. I'm about to make out with this motherfucking camera. I gotta step back. Very tailored to what you needed to hear, but it's who you needed to meet, what you needed to receive. And again, it might not even be a person. I feel like it is a person, but for some of y'all, it could be a book. It could be a course. You enroll with somebody. Somebody's teaching you stuff. I don't know. Could be a friend that you have that's just like you run ideas through them and they just always hit the head on the nail. They feel very professional, or that the energy of what they exude is seriousness. It's like if they were hired to find a needle in the haystack, they will find it all the time in a matter of less than a minute. Like that sort of expertise. It's fresh. I love it. Okay, give me a card. So you guys are getting solitude. It's time to focus. But I feel like the wisdom that you've attained in your solitude, the wisdom that you've attained in your internal leveling up, your hermit mode, which I don't feel like y'all are going to be in hermit mode anymore. But the wisdom that you've attained in that, it needs to come out. It needs to be applied. Okay, let's get into air signs. Air, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Your wisdom right now. Air, sun, moon, rising, Venus. So if you are... God, what are the air signs? If you are a Libra, an Aquarius, and a Gemini, this is for you. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay, this want to come out. Who you is. Air signs, give me clarification on this. Air signs, no cheating. Air signs, I feel like you're going to get some interesting plot twists. You're going to have people showing their face. First of all, trust your intuition, air signs. Don't be overtly logical at this time. Whenever you're watching this, your intellect serves a strong purpose. Your logic serves a strong purpose. You also need to find balance and harmony with your natural intuitive skills and your psychic inclination, which a lot of you have. With the 5 of Swords that's coming up, I feel like people are going to show face, which is great. You want the motherfuckers to show face. You want them to pop out like daisies. You want nobody hiding in like a snake behind the fields. You don't want that. You know why? Because we're about to progress into the year of the fire. Horse was still at the tail end of the year of the snake. And I still think people, places, things, revelations are going to still be showing themselves to you Three of Pentacles is people that you are could be people that you are about to enter a contract with or are in negotiations with, or you want to talk to them or you want to share your ideas with them. I would say keep your ideas to yourself, keep your dreams to yourself, keep your plans to yourself, keep your intentions to yourself unless you know this person is tried and true and trustworthy. Don't be like, oh, listen, I have this idea. I heard you was a good person to execute this with. We don't want them stealing the ideas, or we don't want them overtly selling themselves to you. And it might not be that they're not even sneaky. It could just be like they are overselling themselves and under delivering, and you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Right? Not until we get into the proper year of the horse. Really listen to your intuition. You're going to feel whether or not this person is an aligned match for you. You're going to feel whether or not this person should be still dealt with in the new astrological year, or not. You're going to feel if it's even worth your time talking to these people. You're just going to feel it. You're not going to need validation. You're not going to need a reason. It doesn't necessarily have to be that this person did you dirty or that they look crazy. It could be like this person absolutely is sweet. They're amazing. They seem really genuine. And yet my gut is telling me there's something off here. My gut is telling me no. Then don't do it. That's enough for you. We don't want to fuck around and find out. That's what I'm saying. Let's just bypass that. We don't really need to go through those lessons again. Your intuition's telling you in advance. Thank you for that ancestral technology. I will take that into account. I'm applying that right now, and I don't need to find out. Thank you. That's it. With the Five of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, I don't know you. I want you guys to be very keen on the Mercury retrograde that's coming up. I don't know when it's fully coming up. Don't be signing nothing yet. Don't be oversharing. People are going to expose themselves. That's the beauty of this combination of cards. I think people are going to expose themselves. They're going to say something like, why would you say that? What did you mean by that? And it could be something very nonchalant. It doesn't even have to be anything like incriminating, but the way in which they said it or the tone of the vibration, like a lot of y'all are going to be so sensitive to vibrations and to frequencies that somebody could be like, wow, it's cold outside. I need to get a jacket. And you'll be like, why is this person lying? I wonder what they really need to get in the house for, because they're not really intending to go get a jacket. They're just trying to hide or escape. Something wild like that. So I really feel like you're going to be able to go underneath the layers and really sense the genuineness of a person, and it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a person, a place, a thing, a course of action. You might be looking at like politics, being like, I know this nigga full of shit. Like I know exactly how this is gonna pan out, right? So on and so forth. So I will also say with that, you're gonna be raw. I think you're gonna be kind of tapped into the Akashic records, which is interesting. If you guys don't know what the Akashic records is, it is a multi-dimensional, vibrational space in time that holds the records of all existence, of your soul's existence, of a building, of an entity, of an ant, anything. And it's just ever growing and ever unfolding because there's multiple possibilities and multiple timelines, and all of this is being recorded, right? And so you can tap into that. You can open up your Akashic records to get insight and guidance and wisdom, or to do healing and all sorts of things. And this is stuff that we do in Possess Your Spirit online memberships, currently on sale. No code needed. Snatch it before it goes back to its original price at the end of Monday. But we do all of this exploration work, but I feel like you're already diving in that. It's giving Neo in the Matrix. It's giving, if the Neo and the Oracle had a baby, it would be you, period. So Yeah. So let's see. What do you guys have to say to air signs? Let's get this card here. Shadow. I think you're gonna be seeing everything. You're gonna be seeing the duality of things. You're gonna be seeing the light and you're gonna be seeing the dark, which is beautiful because you know why? As an alchemist, and which is what we're gonna learn in Abundance Alchemy, my online course in March, you're gonna be able to transmute all that negative shit. You're gonna be able to transmute it and be like, oh, I see a snake in my garden. You know what? That's fine. I can make this shit into a bag. I'm gonna take that snake skin and make it into a bag. Okay. That's it. I don't need to be afraid of the snake. The snake needs to be afraid of me because I could do so many things with that snake. You came to me. Nobody told you to be hiding in my yard. So then how am I supposed to be scared? You came to my yard. Nobody told you. And that's what you need to think about. That's how you need to operate. Be very skilled and strategic with the insights and the plot twists and the stuff you found. Don't be gagged. Be the gagger. Okay? Last but not least, let's go to fire signs. Gray Spirit, what is the wisdom fire signs needs to hear? So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Four of Wands. Ooh la la. I wish I really need to learn French. I need to be a polyglot. Four of Wands is a beautiful card. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of jubilation. It's a card of joy. It's a card of success. I also see this as like a beautiful relationship or a marriage or a milestone that is being created romantically, or a milestone in general, like a graduation or something, a success, a acceptance in the business. Something, child. With the Four of Wands, we have like a blessing that was sent to you. A blessing, fire signs. That is like, yes, it's here. Yes, I have this clarity. It's not going anywhere. This success is mine. This blessing's for me. For some of you guys, it might be, getting a new house, getting acceptance from a new house. It could be a success in work. Could be meeting your person or being like, I met someone. That is my person. Or taking the next level with your person. Could be like, I'm engaged. I'm married. We're having a kid. We're moving together. Da-da-da. Could be an initiation of sorts, or a massive healing. I'm seeing like a massive healing, an intergenerational curse that's been broken ancestrally, which now brings in the great rewards, right? It's like, whoo, and this doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to do something to break this curse. It could just be like an epiphany, a realization, and just like a shift. It's all fucking energy. So all you got to do is shift it real quick and just be like, it's locked in now. Fire signs, I do actually feel a lot that this might be dealing with romance. It's not exclusively tied into romance, but you guys are getting the solar plexus chakra, which means that whatever this big news, this big celebration, and what I'm hearing is it's weeks, it can come immediately or it's coming within weeks. But you're going to know what it is. You're going to know who it is. You're going to know what it is. Even if it's like, let's just hypothetically, let's say you met a friend introduces you to somebody and it's like, oh, I know this person is going to take me to the next level of my business. Or you just enrolled in this course and it's like, I know this course is going to change my life. Like, I'm going to make so much money as a result of taking this course. So much is going to shift for me. Or if it's like you in a bar and you run into this person and it's like, oh my God, that's my person. I just know that's my person. I know we're getting married, right? Whatever it is. Feed your ancestors, feed yourself. And really what the message is here for the fire signs is don't take life so seriously. Like, go with the flow, have fun, because that momentum of joy and pleasure is going to even triple the results of what this big news, this big celebration is. And then link your news and celebration down below because I really want to hear it. Nevertheless, y'all, I'm going to see y'all in Possess Your Spirit. Stay tuned to that class on eroticism. Go ahead, grab it, Possess Your Spirit while it's on sale. No code needed. Sale ends at midnight on Monday, 11:59 a.m. p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday the 16th. Or it's really, I guess, midnight on Tuesday. I guess that's really what it is. And I hope to see you in Abundance Alchemy as well. That's currently discounted. It's going to go up in March. And I'm sending y'all all the love. Mwah. Happy, blessed, love day.